figure this out. Like help me out. I'm trying to understand, dude. What the hell is going on? So that's the name of this partnership. You tell me. 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 Live. You tell me. Live. You tell me. Live. You tell me. Live. I see you vibing, Dukes. I see you vibing. Hey, welcome to another episode of You Tell Me. It's your man, Uncle Neely from the Pregame Network, along with Deuce the Scoop. And, of course, we got the big dog Chico producing in the background. That's the trifecta, triumvirate, the trident, the three. All them threes. Get in where you fit in. Look, be checking in on all three channels. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to all three channels. You know what time it is. It's Tuesday night, so that means it's time for You Tell Me. And the first thing we do is just like the last thing we do. I got to check in on my man, Duke the School. Duke, how you feeling, baby?
And I'm good, man. In here geeked up off of my son Valentine's Day candy.
Geeked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, man.
Geeked up.
Yeah, man. It's a good day. And I was tired. And I said, man, I'm gonna eat, man. I had to get in that bag. He got some airheads in here. He got all type of stuff. He don't even appreciate candy. Like, we didn't really raise him up on candy, so he don't even like it. I'm like, but might as well gonna slide that bag to Pops. You feel me? So Halloween, Valentine's Day, all that, you know.
I see 4 Pistons in the building, Montgomery, Alabama, Raleigh, North Carolina. Y'all keep on checking in. Dukes, you know, like the people know, we don't rehearse this. We never know what we're going to ask. But since you put it right there, now, what's your favorite candy? You tell me, Dukes, well, you got to just grab one. You can't grab no other. What you going to grab first for the candy snack?
Sour Skittles. Undefeated. The green bag. Didn't even grow up with them. Learned about them as an adult. Them Sour Skittles, though. Man, please, man. Can't do nothing with them. I mean, like, I think when they made that candy, like, it's one of them times where they really got in their bag. Like, it really went crazy. So, man, I'm going to have to go. Growing up, I probably was a Starburst guy. But, yeah, for sure. I had to go Sour Skittles, man. You tell me, what's your go-to?
You know, I'm going to tell you this, Deuce School. When I'm going for a candy and I also need some sustenance, like I need a meal with it, it's going to be the yellow bag peanut M&Ms.
Yeah.
But if I'm going for a candy just because it's a sugar craving, no, give me them airheads, man. They're like that taffy, full on it, sour. I can work in airheads.
Hey, I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to take it old school. You remember this? Put that thing on. Yeah, man. Old school with it. Yeah, man. See, man, the kids these days don't really understand. Like, you had to get your entertainment from somewhere. So whether it was poking a hole in the soda can or whether it was going to see how you could trick the vending machine, like that stuff they just don't do because the candy already right. You know what I mean? Like, they don't have to do that type of stuff.
Putting a baseball card in the spokes of your bike.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
man.
All that. Hernando, Mississippi house. We see you, lover. We see you. Deuce, it's on you, baby. Let's kick this thing off. This Tuesday night. You know how we do it. When we just can't figure some ish out on our own, we turn to our brother and say, you tell me. What you got for me, Mr. Scoop?
Like, you tell me. Mine is Mel Kiper has now projected Shedeur Sanders to go number 7 to the New York Jets. You tell me what would make Mel Kiper feel like Shedeur would drop all the way to 7?
You know, I got to say this about our good brother, Mel Kiper, who I've never met in person. So I say tongue-in-cheek good brother. He's been doing this a long time, you know, calling these NFL drafts, pontificating on who's going where before it happens. And the beauty of this system is, man, I got a clock out front right now that's I plugged in, but 2 times a day is right. Like,
Well,
if I happen to look at it right around that time twice a day, it's exactly right.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes Mel just be throwing some shit out there, man. Like I really wish, there was an intern with some time on his hand that could really go back and just look at the data over a 10 draft period and how many times he's been right and how many times he's been wrong. Because a lot of times these people come off as experts, and it's just a historic expertise because you hear them so much and you see them so much year after year, but nobody really goes back and fact checks and says, hey, did he get that one right? Because you know what I'm going to say, dudes. What's the best indicator of future performance? Past performance. And I have sat there, and I'm not going to sit here and say that Mel is wrong way more than he's right, but over the number of drafts I've watched, I done seen him get a hell of a lot on wrong and don't nobody say nothing.
Mm-hmm.
They just talk about the few that he get right. Now, in this particular situation, maybe he has some info that we don't have. Maybe he's privy to something. But I know from a skill set standpoint, what Shedeur Sanders brings to the table, what he has in his bag, what he's displayed, he can pull out the bag at a moment's notice during the game and win you a football game. And when I look at the top 5 picks out there and what their needs are, I just don't see him going past 5.
Right.
I just don't see a scenario where that happens. So God bless whoever picking 6, 7, and 8. I know there's a lot of talk about the Raiders want him and they would have to trade up and maybe they would have to give up too much to get him. And is he really a franchise changing quarterback that's worth that? Those are the kind of discussions that are taking place. But just when you look at what he brings to the table as the top quarterback in this draft and what he's done in college football throughout his 4-year career, and you look at what the needs are in the first 5 picks, I don't see him being available at 5, 6, or 7. I just don't. You tell me, Dukes, what Mel smoking?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna throw him a bone on this one. I'm gonna tell you why. So yesterday on the morning run, we were talking about it, and I said the best fit for Shedeur would probably be the Jets. So I said something like that.
No, you did. You said that. Because we were talking about New York and the market, and you said the Jets.
All right. So then you look at what he has around him, and you look at the need. I think he may be I think he may be sending a smoke signal. To be honest, when I say that is he's probably heard that there's some interest in the Jets and Shedeur. And the only reason I'm gonna say that is because I've heard it as well. And this ain't from nothing I'm reading. This is, and without going on board to say where and who they would have to trade with, he's kind of saying there may be a little bit of, let me hedge my bet right here. Because he ain't doing trades. He's gonna go to where he grades himself based off of, does this guy land with this team? He's more of a fit guy than he is just a draft guy. Now they want to be high on you and make sure, but I've seen him do it where he says, oh, well, I kind of knew that there was some interest there before, and I knew that they would do something. And what he always does when the team trades down to get somebody, what does he say? They got their guy. I knew that was their guy. What he may be telling us is the Jets may have Shedeur pegged as their guy. Now, this is the caveat. The Raiders, do you think the Raiders would let Shedeur get to the Jets without the Jets having to get him something? If they know that's the guy? So I think what Mel Kiper just did is set Shedeur's floor. And what I mean by that is right there, they know there's a team close enough that could give up some capital in order to jump in that spot. Point in case, Jalen Carter, a couple years ago, Drew Rosenhaus, good friend of the show, Rosenhaus goes in and says, Carter's not going to any team. He's not going to visit a team under 10, right? Yeah. He said that because he knew that he had a promise from the Eagles, right? The Bears drafted 9 and made or whoever was directly in front of the Bears, in front of the Eagles, held the Eagles hostage and said, hey, we'll draft him, so don't play with us because we like Carter too, and made the Eagles give up a draft pick for 1 pick later. I could see this scenario work out this year where the Jets have to give up something to get high enough to get above the Raiders, who will hold him hostage if he gets to 6. You better believe there's no way that the Raiders allow him to get to 7 without them giving up something, because the same guy's going to be there. And so with that being said, now this is my Deuce draftology. If you know the Raiders will do it, then why wouldn't you do it at 5? So I don't think he gets out of the top 5 either. I just think that what just happened was Mel Kiper sent a smoke signal about something that he heard.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that scenario, Dukes. I really do. One of the things I said when you brought up the Jets on our last broadcast, I said I'm all about that New York market. And so I kept asking you, Chico, where the Jets located? Like, where the Jets located? It's the same New York market. And I like that for Shador. The scenario you painted there, I could see that happening. What I was addressing was if everybody stays in the order that they are, nobody does anything to move up, this dude is higher than a 6 pick, like just on what he brings to the table. Now, if there's some maneuvering to take place, you're exactly right. You remember we went through our mock draft, me, you, and Chico, and I offered something before the draft to switch with Chico, only to offer more after he picked Shador. That very same thing can happen in real life because people are going to leverage because they know how bad you want it and that you want it bad enough to give up more. And I say this to that as well. Don't sleep on somebody drafting Shiloh earlier than he would typically go because they want the leverage of having both brothers on the same team and what they could do to a Coach Bryant down the road.
I like that. I like that one. That's some of that old sleek Uncle Neely thinking right there. Just get on in now. Yeah, I like that one. Yeah. I like that.
I got one for you, man. It's going to transition real quick.
All right.
Let's kick it over to women's basketball. One of the GOAT, arguably the GOAT, owns a lot of records, particularly in longevity. Taurasi announced she's retiring. She is stepping down. She's hanging them up. She's riding off into the sunset. Will there be another? You tell me, will there be another who can stand the test of time and put up the numbers over the long years that Diana Taurasi did for women's basketball?
I got to say, yeah. And the reason I say that is because there's nothing new under the sun. And when you talk about longevity and you talk and in a league where it's more skill based than athleticism, we know that skills last a test of time longer than anything. So why was she able to play so long? It's because of her skill set. You look at LeBron and his longevity. The reason he's so freaky is because he still has a good bit of athleticism. He just put, he just put somebody on a poster win about 2-3 days ago.
Yeah.
But in the where the WNBA is more of a skill game, anybody who can still keep that hand-eye coordination with enough with enough in the gas tank, not anybody, but trust me, there are a few players that I can see playing 20 years. And it's amazing that you say that because I remember being in school when Taurasi was when UConn was doing their thing early on. And I'm not doing it to take anything away from her greatness. But if there's like for every Tom Brady, there's a Pat Mahomes that we talk about who has, if he stays healthy, he has that ability. Multiple young players that I think that can have a career that long. I'm gonna do a little research and I'm gonna find out who would be the next closest or who plays like DeWanna Bonner, for example. She was in school. I know DeWanna Bonner got to be in at least year 15, 16 for sure. Because when I was leaving Auburn in 06, she was coming in the act playing basketball with the guys. So now, did I think she was gonna do what she did in the WNBA? No, but she was nice though, like real deal nice, like really giving it to guys who played pretty high level. It was walk-on basketball guys who used to come in there and hoop with us, and we called her Tweety Bird. She would give it to you. So for her to have that type of longevity, and this is just somebody on top of my head, I'm like, hey, you know what? I've been out of school a long time. And she was in school when I was in school. So that means that she been in the league a long time. Hey, Chico, if you get a chance, see how long DeWanna Bonner been in the league. Matter of fact, don't even worry about it. I got it. Sound, man. You focus on the sound, man. You've been doing a good job. Sound, man, hit me with something, sound, man.
See that? See that?
Hey, look. I tried to look out too. I tried to get with my dog too, man.
That was a bounce pass right to him. He could dunk it, finger roll it, put it off the glass. He had a lot of options.
Man, hold on. Let's see how long the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. DeWanna Bonner's going in the year 16. So I think there are going to be players of that ilk who now is DeWanna Bonner on the same level as a Diana Taurasi? No. But I feel like, to your point, there will be somebody who can kind of not fill that void, but that will be able to have that longevity. Hopefully they just have the skill set and the moxie and the determination that Taurasi did to have such a great career. You tell me what you think, Unc.
I'm gonna tell you this. You almost changed my mind. Almost. You made crystal clear points, salient, well articulated. I loved everything you said. But I'm gonna have to say no. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna say no.
All right.
When you talked about Taurasi, what she brings to the table, and you put LeBron there, both rightly so, one of the things you left out of their skill set is their personal desire. One thing I see in this newer generation, and it is a byproduct of the success and the fight of the previous generation. So don't get my words twisted. I'm not saying this new generation is lazy. I'm not saying this new generation doesn't want it. I'm saying this new generation gets it so much sooner on the financial side than those before. I don't know. I don't know if people want to play 20 years. I don't know if people want to play 15 years. I don't know if people want to do that. I think that because of the success of the player unions on all these sports, the TV money in all these sports, I think because of rule changes in these sports, that there are some records that are truly now going to stand the test of time. I don't think somebody's going to break Emmitt Smith rushing record, because I don't think a running back is going to play long enough or get enough carries, because it's become a QB and receiver league.
Right.
I don't think a player in baseball is going to break Cal Ripken's record, because why? All my deals are front loaded. I'm paid on my off days. Why the hell would I care about a streak? And I think it's the same thing with what Diana Taurasi did. Not only her skill set, not only her longevity, but the heart and desire, and put that all in a package. No disrespect to these newer players, but again, it's accolades to them. Why would Caitlin Clark do it for 20 years? I'm not saying she won't. I'm not saying she can't. I'm saying this new era get to say, like, man, I ain't got to do that. I can start a podcast and make just as much money. I can go into movies and acting. I don't have to play 20 years. I don't have to. I'm good the first 5 through 10. So because of that, I love what you said, Dukes. Don't get me wrong. I love what you said. But I just don't see it happening to some of these records and some of these people who've done this as long as they did it. You take LeBron again. Every night he scores, he adds to the scoring record. Every time he throws an assist, he adds to all. Everything just keeps accumulating. Who out there? You're right. Nothing new is under the sun. It'll eventually happen, like potentially. But I'm saying from a rule standpoint, a desire standpoint, a financial incentive standpoint, I don't see no new person even wanting to do it.
Man, I like that a lot, man. Great answer. I got since we pivoting, I got a pretty different you tell me. Okay, cool.
Bring it.
I saw some clips, I believe from 91 or 92, the Foot Locker slam dunk contest, where they invited players from different sports. Mike Conley Sr., who was a triple jump guy. Deion Sanders was in there, and people, Prime had hops.
Yeah.
Michael Irvin, Ken Griffey Jr. All right, those are just some of the names. If you had to pick 5, now everybody's talking about the slam dunk contest, and Matt McClung shouldn't win and all that. Give me a slam dunk contest with 5 participants from other sports. I don't care what sports they are. Football, baseball, basketball. Basketball, baseball, track, any of those, and tell me who you think will win.
I love it, Dukes. I love it. And I don't even know if I can get to 5. Because you look at some of these receivers in the league, past and present. Like, you can't tell me that Megatron, Detroit Lions couldn't have won the dunk contest.
Right.
You can't tell. I like you said, I seen Coach Prime, Deion Sanders compete with a cane goal on.
Yeah, he did.
And it wasn't nothing, you know. And I think
Right.
people forget he got the nickname Prime Time while playing high school basketball from his good friend Richard Fain. They were about to go to a district playoff game, and they had moved the game to 7 p.m. to account to the crowd. And his homeboy neighbor down the street grew up eating the meals together. Said, "Man, you prime time, dog. You finna play in prime time." And that's how the name stuck off of basketball. So you got
Wow.
guys like a Deion Sanders. You got on up through Megatron. Like, dude, like I know I ain't named you 5 names yet because I just think you also are giving the NBA All-Star committee a damn good way to boost up some more ratings too.
Yeah.
Instead of having that celebrity game with Kevin Hart out there telling jokes and Drewski running around, bring back other players that want to outside basketball. Even if you have a separate dunk contest for them, that would be interesting, man. But I think, center fielders and base. I mean, you telling me Aaron Judge can't win the dunk contest?
Aaron Judge, yeah, you're right.
Oh, you know how long he is?
Yeah.
The Joker be jumping over the wall, catching, stealing home runs. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of athletes out there.
All right.
Out there, I think, dude. I don't have 5 names, but I see some guys that could translate to it. You tell me, Dukes. Excellent thought.
Man, you know what? I think I'm gonna go with Myles Garrett. We see him with a basketball in his hand often. Somebody who they say loves the game of basketball. So Myles Garrett would have to be one, a current guy. 2, I'm gonna go with the best defensive center fielder in baseball who we've seen make some crazy catches, like you said, and that's Money Mike Harris of the Atlanta Braves. I think Mike Harris would be nasty.
We knew Atlanta was coming up.
Man, we ain't done.
Yeah. we knew that.
Man, I tell you what, who I think would probably be nasty in the dunk contest, just based off athleticism. I think Lamar Jackson. I think Lamar Jackson would be cold in the dunk contest. When you talk about being twitchy, having pure athleticism, and somebody who and in the dunk contest, 6'1", 6'2" dunks look better than a big 6'6".
Absolutely.
And so I know for a fact Lamar Jackson is just a full athlete. Anytime I've never seen a 4'2" guy who couldn't jump. Not one. At speed and and that explosion are almost directly tied together. Never seen a fast dude who can jump high. So give me Lamar Jackson. I'm gonna go with baseball. I would probably, I'm gonna go a blast from the past. Baseball player that was that really had crazy hops that nobody knew about. Chipper Jones.
White boy.
Yeah. Chipper Jones, man. Chipper Jones was a freak athlete, man. He was a 6'4" receiver in high school, man. Chipper Jones was a bad boy. And
I can't believe, Dukes, you left out some of them Atlanta receivers from Alabama. Julio, White, like they your Falcons had some receivers that could jump.
You named it. Give me Julio. That's the last one. Give me Julio. Yeah, Julio. Yeah, Julio.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
Yeah, we saw him in the Super Bowl dunk on somebody. And the new slang right now for the kids, when you go up top instead of like Mawson, they say you get dunked on. So and I think that's the coolest thing ever, man. I'm still trying to stay young. No, I got right now. I'm telling everybody I'm getting in that bowl. Like, yeah. I just learned that one last week. So, man, Noah Lyles, yeah. Noah Lyles. Oh, you saying bowl?
Travis Hunter. We done seen them with bunnies. Shout out to our Anderson, North Carolina NC in that with the slam dunks with Noah Lyles and Travis Hunter. Good ones.
Travis Hunter would be crazy in it.
Yeah.
It's all you,
I'm gonna throw another one next because you mentioned height. Now I don't know about now, but I'm going back to when we played high school ball. You mentioned how height is more attractive or the lack thereof when you dunk. Don't sleep on Zeke Elliott in his prime. That little joker had some bunnies, man. Go what y'all look. I challenge y'all when you're just sitting on the toilet, taking your time. Google Zeke Elliott basketball highlights.
Man.
Yes.
Speaking of our brothers from another color, buddy from the Eagles last year who got the pick in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw his highlights. Cooper DeJean.
Yeah.
Real live bunny. Real live bunnies. Real live bunnies for sure.
I like it.
I'm finna trademark that. Brother from another color. Oh man, that's over with. Yeah, that's it, man. I'm trademarking that one.
Let me give you a business tip.
Okay.
Don't tell people you're gonna do it because they're gonna look like they're gonna go try.
They're gonna beat me to it. I'm always looking out. Thank you, man.
Yeah, somebody gonna beat you to it. It's on me, you.
It's on you.
Woo! Man, oh man. You know, like I told y'all before, when people see what Coach Prime is doing out there in Colorado, such as entertainers, the way he can recruit without doing home visits, you're going to eventually have rule changes because whatever happens, when somebody's doing something, can't nobody stop it. Now everybody want to change the rules. So here's why I'm going with that. We don't know the name of the team, dudes, but somebody out there hating. And they going to get the owners of the NFL together and say, we have to discuss this brotherly shove, the tush push play. It's going to be discussed to be banned as a play, a rule change where you can't have multiple people pushing the quarterback forward. You tell me, should this rule be changed? Is it even worthy of discussion?
I don't know what team it is, but the commander-in-chief for the Falcons, he said it needed to be changed, so I'm going with the change. That was Raheem Morris. I'm riding with the Falcons. And so since he said it needed to be changed, it needed to be changed. He said it should have been changed years ago. I'm going with them birds, man.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. I've been over here low-key all day hoping it was Jerry Jones because as a diehard Cowboy and the Eagles in our division, damn that play. Get it up out of here because we can't stop. And I'll say this in seriousness, man. You know, the game has evolved. There has to be things that are, you know, discussed and looked at. I mean, once upon a time, we didn't throw the ball forward.
Right.
You know, once upon a time, the clock was running, you know. So things evolve and change. One of the things I look at when I see that play, whether it's changed or not, it really does set up for injury at the bottom of that pile. And I thought from a player safety standpoint, it would be looked at because, you know, Dukes and Big Dog in the background, y'all play. There's a certain amount of forward momentum or lack thereof. And by rule, policy, procedure, player safety, the ref blows the whistle and stops the play. And that particular play doesn't seem to have that built into it. Like it just goes on and on and on and on and on until it don't happen or it do happen. So I'm with you. If the Falcons want to change, you're supposed to want to change. If it come to pass that Jerry and the Cowboys want to change, I got my marching orders. But I'm looking at it from a not only that it's just an unstoppable thing. I'm not worried about that. I think it is stoppable. I thought they'd evaluate it from a player safety standpoint.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see what I don't see what the counterpoint is to it, right? Because you can't jump over the line, so it's like, you know, you can't jump over the line, and you can't attack offensive lineman below the kneecap. So,
and that's what I mean by player safety. And the way to stop the play is doing those things.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I do those things to stop the play, and even though you throw a flag on it, the person is still hurt.
Right.
You know, and at some point, somebody gonna do what the hell they got to do to stop the play. Because I would rather deal with a flag and the ball move half the distance, you know, because you're already down on the one. It ain't like you can just award the touchdown as a penalty. Then just sit here and just bend over and take it because can't nobody stop it. So I think they're gonna look at it, Deuce. I think they're gonna crunch the numbers on how many times it's been attempted versus how many times it's succeeded. I just thought it interesting that one team anonymously suggested that it be discussed at the upcoming owners meeting whether this play should be allowed or not.
Yeah, hey, look, Raheem Morris saw Atlanta. He ain't from Atlanta, but man, he had like an Atlanta cat today. They asked him, he said, "Yeah, ban it. It should have been banned." I said, "All right, then Martin Luther King, Black History Month." Hey, so listen.
Yeah.
You know, so I got on this 49ers hat.
I saw.
And I'm not a Niners fan as they terrorized me in the NFC West growing up, especially after Deion left. But then I noticed I had red here, and that drew my eyes to that red at the top. That red Allen Iverson question, which was the second color that came out. And it got me to thinking, right now, Deion Sanders probably has the coldest shoe out right now. Retro shoe. All right. The other coldest is going to be a Jordan. Jordan got the longest going line. All right. So my question to you is, signature shoes outside of Jordan and outside of Coach Prime, who had the coldest line of shoes? And they had to have at least 2 shoes that was dope.
Oh man, you might have heard me on the 2 shoes, but I'm gonna tell you this one that people slept on.
All right.
And you know how it is in the hood, Dukes. A lot of people will give shoes these nicknames that ain't got nothing to do with the shoe and who the shoe really was with.
Right.
But the gray and black Velcro X over Timmy Hardaway shoes.
Woo! You talking about these in black and gray?
Yes.
Yeah. In black and gray. Yeah. Man, it's crazy. I had one sitting right here too, right?
Hey man, they went crazy on that.
Man, that black and gray.
I also got to give an honorable mention, and this is the one they had multiple of. I got to give honorable mention to the Charles Barkleys that kind of had like the polka dots in them, and they were the first ones that came with that extra air. In fact, they had a commercial. Nike had a commercial with Jordan retired by the pool, Barkley in the pool, and they were talking about the shoes. And Barkley's like, "Yeah, but mine come with air." I mean, he had that visible air bubble in the heel. So give me the Timmy Hardaways with the Velcro crossover.
Yeah.
Right around the time the Malcolm X movie was coming out, so the shoes made an X across the top.
Man, we all called them Malcolm X's.
Mm-hmm. See that?
Yeah.
And you know damn well Nike ain't called them that. But
Hey, boy, you got on them.
Give me them and give me them Charles Barkleys with the air bubble.
Man,
you tell me.
4th grade.
Outside of Jordan, you tell me.
Let me tell you something. 4th grade.
Mm-hmm.
With Malcolm X shoes, some cross-color shorts, and one of them white and one of them Bart Simpson t-shirts where Bart Simpson was black. Oh man,
let me interrupt you because you said 4th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you what happened if you wore that to school. Because that would have been like freshman college for me.
Oh man.
You was gonna get a note that day that said, "Dukes, will you be my boyfriend? Yes or no, sir." And they were gonna hand you that at lunch while you drank your chocolate milk.
Right.
That Bar Simpson, that didn't Bar. I see him up there. That Bar Simpson shirt. You look. Go ahead. I ain't mean to steal your thunder. Go ahead.
Man, that black Bar Simpson went so crazy. Man, I had one. Man, look. At the discount mall on Godby Road off Old National, man, you can get Bart Simpson doing everything. He had dreads. He had a box. He was working. He was playing football, and they was all black. Oh, that was the shirt, man, for sure.
I had him in the roster hat smoking the blunt.
Man,
they had hold Bart Simpson out, man. Like he had them doing everything.
Hey, man, boy, the black Barts, man, please, man, he went platinum in the hood, man.
Why Leon with one word, Leon, one name, Leon, gonna say I would have said British Knights. Neely gonna say British Knights. Come on, dog. We had a sound man out hit the boosie right there.
Oh, come on, dog.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Oh yeah, hey, yeah, there you go. Yeah, for sure. Hey man, we talking about good. Hey man, listen. Hey man, that's nostalgia right there for real, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Man, I think
go back to them Barkleys for me for a second. That did some reminiscing for me, man.
Barkley had a cold line.
Yeah, I think they had that purplish color to him when he went with the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
When he got traded to the Suns. Hey man, let me tell you this. I don't want to go too far down this rabbit hole. Although it did not work out because they still lost to the Bulls in the finals. But for the Suns, they're the ones I was talking about. Had a little polka dot kind of vibe in them.
Mm-hmm.
But for the Suns to have gone out and gotten Charles Barkley for the sole purpose of winning the West and winning the championship, and then got there against Jordan, like you talk about a one trade thing that almost changed history.
Man. Yeah.
Woo.
And then couldn't do nothing with the Rockets the next year.
Yeah, I mean, nothing.
Couldn't do nothing with the Rockets. Boy, Dream said, "Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I got it." Yeah, that right. Yeah, and Horry, man. Hey Chico, bring that picture up one more time, Chico. I'm gonna give like a little sneaker update. Y'all know I love my shoes.
Oh, absolutely. Get on
for anybody, and Chico left again. Chico ain't doing it. Cuz though. Thank you, cuz. Can you go to the top right?
They said Chico on break.
Cuz I don't care nothing about it. That one right there, the very top right, that's coming out probably in next month. They retro on those, so they call them Godzillas. I don't know if you remember that the Taco Bell and the Godzilla commercials and all that. That was they called them the Godzillas. Like that shoe will be back out I think next month if I'm mistaken. So
them guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm getting
they gonna turn on
so you getting them up.
I got that.
Yeah. Yeah, I ain't playing around. But look, man, I'm gonna go. So for mine, I'm like Unc said, I'm gonna go with one shoe that I just thought was cold. And I showed like I probably got about 7 pair in here right now. But man, it's hard to beat that Bo Jackson, dog. Like just for one shoe, that Bo Jackson. Now that one shoe is probably my favorite shoe. Like, I mean, literally.
Time out a second.
Man.
You're taking them too fast.
Man.
While you reach around, let me educate the folks on something.
All right.
Bo, this is where if I was Chico, I would make up a middle name. Bo Lawrence Jackson. not a sound man work. Bo Jackson was so hell. They came up with a category of shoe called cross trainers to sell his shoes, and then every shoe brand in the world developed a cross trainer. They came up with a shoe and said, okay, you can do everything in this. Before that, they had a tennis shoe, they had a running shoe, they had a basketball shoe. They even Mizuno used to have volleyball shoes. They had bowling shoes. When the world got a glimpse of Bo Jackson and his prowess, Nike said, hey, we can make a cross trainer. We can make a shoe everybody do something in.
I'll tell you. Yep. Hey, man, I love this shoe. If one singular shoe that I got 1,000,000 times over, don't matter. I do this all the time. Reverse Auburn's, one of my favorites. Lightnings, can't even find these. Look, they yellowing how long I had them. You see that yellow right there? Man.
Hey, I got another one for you. Dude.
Hello?
I got another.
What's that? Go ahead.
I got another one for you, dude.
All right.
Because the cross trainer popped into my head. Baseball.
Okay.
Reebok Big Hurts.
Oh, them big hurts. Them big hurts.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Hold up. No, forget that. Unc got the coldest pair of Ken Griffey's in the world. Where?
I really do.
Where they at? Where they at? You got them?
They out there in the closet. I used to have one displayed.
Yeah, boy. That kid. No. Let me give the Frank Thomases they credit for sure. But you just made me think about that Ken Griffey that you had. Man, no lie. I went looking for that Ken Griffey that you got. That's an amazing shoe, man. I don't even know how you got your hands on that one, huh?
You know what?
That's Grail.
It's like Chico. It comes with a story.
Okay.
So
you ain't lying.
They got the 44s on them, and so they were actually the ones that were used in the All-Star game that year. Gold bottoms, everything. And so a buddy of mine, good friend of mine, shout out to Tim Bennett, who's done a lot of stuff for Major League Baseball, particularly bringing Major League Baseball and baseball programs to inner cities around the country. He did so in Jackson, Mississippi. Brought the Mississippi Braves here, working with the Atlanta Braves. So through his plug, he was like, we were sitting around talking one day. He know I'm a sports guy like that, and we real cool. He said, Neely, man, I got some some shoes coming from the All-Star game, never been worn.
There they go, right there. At the top in the middle, Chico. That's them.
Yeah. He said never been worn. He said, matter of fact, I might be able to get your actual size. I'm getting my actual size. I said, dog, put me in the game. Man, about 4 months later, I forgot all about it. Tim rolled up the office. I opened up that box. It's like a light went off, like you were opening the Holy Grail. And so I put them on. And they real. These are real baseball cleats. So they.
No, not them, Chico. I got them in here. I'm talking about them. Go back so they can see. I just want them to see these right. If you go back, they the ones at the top in the middle with the gold bottom.
Right there.
The gold cleats. Yep, right there.
Oh yeah, those classic.
Yeah,
man. Listen, I'm telling you, I don't even want to. I don't want to, like, you cannot find those. That is the dopest Ken Griffey ever made. Period.
Yep.
I got 4 of them in here right now. No cap. 3. And half 4. I sold my Black History months. But them right there, best Ken Griffey. You remember the first time I came on with you that time on the show? I said, what the hell you got back there?
I had them up behind me. I had one pair behind me. And you said, hold on. What's that right there behind you?
Yeah, man. Like, no, I'm like, I get a little weird about them shoes, man. So I gotta salute you on that one, man. And the fact that you held on to them and didn't put them on eBay, or didn't, the integrity that goes along with that, right? Because that's an easy. That's a multi-$1,000 shoe.
I got 2 pair of shoes that could go for thousands, and I'm the integrity of it. I'm not selling them. That's those Ken Griffey's that were gifted to me, and then Devin Booker, he finished his high school basketball down here in Mississippi in Moss Point, and he came out with some forces that say no ma'am and yes ma'am on them, like the respect people show in Mississippi to their elders.
Mm-hmm.
So I got some low top Devin Bookers from his high school days, and I was like, I priced them. Them about $3,500. I just put them up.
Yeah, I don't put them up. They only gonna go up. Like, I mean, that's a heck of a shoe, man. I think, but for somebody who had a pretty decent shoe series that I need to get more of, I got the same shoe multiple times. I got the 1s and the 4s. I'm gonna say 2 names. Andre Agassi had a real solid series of shoes.
He did.
My favorite Andre Agassi of all time is the Air Tech Challenge 4. And I believe I bought the shoe and the guy canceled the sale. I paid a pretty good penny for it, and they refunded me my money. I wanted the shoe so bad, I was trying to give him more money. And lo and behold, somebody to wear the same size as me that found this very exclusive shoe, brand new, popped up with it on the cover of a magazine. And I was like, man, I know that had to be my shoes, man. But if it's anybody in the world that I would let get my shoes, even though I ain't had no choice, because when you're going through them dealers, they kind of deal in small circles. So I was like, bro, man, Andre 3000 had them, bro. I was like, bro, Andre got my shoes, bro. I know he did.
Y'all in the same market space. He did.
Yeah, Andre got my shoes, dog. Like, no, the Air Tech Challenge. Woo, there they go. Lord, man.
Shout out to 22 for the Bruce Smith mention. There was some cold-blooded Nike commercials too. Had Dennis Hopkins, the referee.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, them Bruce Smiths was dope. And let me say something else off topic. Keisha Love, I've been seeing your comments. Keisha Love been swinging at you, boy. She hit me with about 5 pauses and no ditties. Like, so Keisha Love, we see you.
She said not the day Unc took Duke's home. Wait, I don't even. Did I miss?
Hey, Dukes, just Dukes. I'm gonna take like we do Chico. Just, just let it go.
Yeah, I just missed it, but I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, Unc said that earlier. Unc was like, I took Dukes home, and I was like, ooh, or something like that. He said.
Oh, yeah.
It was pause worthy, but
yeah. So I'm glad the producer and sound man is back with us.
Oh, he couldn't wait.
I didn't even accentuate that pause word.
He laughed out loud. One of them, I heard him.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Yeah, he got on the mic to laugh.
Which let me say this to the chat out there in the audience. He had to unmute himself. That means he wanted y'all to hear him laughing.
That was like, yeah, that's it.
He ain't lying.
That was intentional.
That's the one, man. Hey, before I get, y'all know shoes my favorite thing, man. Penny, man. Penny had such a cold line.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way down to introducing the phone posits that, like, Penny really was like the first signature phone posit. But the pennies, dog, Penny had a really solid line. The first penny was super cold.
First ones.
The penny 2 was cool. Penny 3 was the penny 3s and the penny 2, the 3s and the 4s. Hold up. And y'all don't remember the Airway Up was really Penny shoe.
Yeah.
The Airway Up. Now this is back basketball when everybody had to wear the same team shoe. Ooh, that first penny right there. Gracious. Penny had a cold line.
Dukes, and tell you to all the youngsters out there watching around the world. A lot of people like to have this GOAT debate, and it's what, no matter what side you're on. I'm not picking sides. There's always a LeBron, a Jordan, or a Kobe discussion. Let me tell y'all out there in TV land right now, Grant Hill and Penny Hardaway don't get hurt. They in that discussion.
Oh, man.
Grant Hill shoes.
Man.
You talk about all around game, could do anything with a basketball, play any position with speed and accuracy. Grant Hill and Penny Hardaway was all that, man.
Man, Penny, man. If Penny like that, okay. But I'm gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna go 2 times on my you tell me. If you could go back in time and give them a healthy career, football, basketball, baseball, golf, any sport, if you could go back and give anybody their health, who do you think becomes the greatest or becomes that much more greater than what they were if they had their health? Like somebody who would have almost transcended the game if they didn't get hurt.
You ready for this? Because we already talked about him earlier.
All right.
If I could do a Mr. Miyagi and rub my hands together and heal somebody, I would place him on Bo Jackson's hip.
Yeah. Oh, man. Man.
Period. Because what he was going to accomplish in football and baseball,
man,
if not for that hip injury, you would have seen the greatest athlete of all times in both sports.
Man.
Not one sport.
You ain't lying.
Both sports. Bo Jackson, I would have healed him. Next out of sympathy, Grant Hill.
Yeah, Grant Hill. Yeah. That Bo Jackson, man, they said that man real deal ran a 4.1, bro. They said that man really ran a 4.1. Like a real life.
The dude ran up the damn wall in the outfield.
That man ran up golly, ran up the wall. It was so crazy that now I'm gonna take y'all back. Do y'all remember when Bo Jackson, Michael Jordan, and Wayne Gretzky had a cartoon on Saturday morning?
Yes.
They was just doing what some of the stuff they had Bo Jackson doing was stuff that like he could do in real life. It was a cartoon. Like some of the stuff Wayne Gretzky was doing, he couldn't really do. Some of the stuff that Michael Jordan was doing, he was like, yeah, he could jump. He can't jump that high. Bo Jackson made you question everything they had him doing on that cartoon. Like, damn, when Bo did that for real.
I want y'all to just, the next time y'all around a baseball bat, I want y'all to pick up a baseball bat and just press it against your thigh. And then imagine how much pressure you'd have to apply to that bat on your thigh for it to break. Bo Jackson could hit a damn home run and break the bat on his thigh before going to first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And look, and don't let him be mad and he strike out. He broke it even quicker. If he was mad, hey man, man, they got rumors about Bo Jackson. They say sometimes he used the back end of the bat like a toothpick if he was real mad. Hey man, yeah, look at him. That mug on his head. Like, look over his helmet, bro.
Man, like, come on, dog. Like, so when you ask me if I just pick one guy that I can heal to see how the story will have really ended, Bo Jackson.
Man, you know,
Jackson. You tell me.
I thought about this, and you got football and baseball in one. I'm gonna go basketball. There's somebody whose game I was really a fan of, man, and the youngest MVP ever, dog. Derrick Rose.
Good one.
Derrick Rose, man.
Good one.
To see Derrick Rose, how his game he ended up still developing the way that he did, where he still had a long career. But man, imagine if he didn't lose that athleticism when he did. Nobody could guard Derrick Rose, bro. Like, he was unguardable. Like, literally, man. Like, for somebody who represented the culture, didn't say a whole lot. You just knew he was with it. Everybody respected him. And he was doing some stuff with the Bulls when they went on that run. To see how he used his athleticism, where it wasn't just like, I'm just gonna jump higher than everybody, but dog, like, just to get the bounce that he had in his crossover, the bounce in the rock in his crossover when he would gear you up to cross you, and the bounce that he had, bro, unbelievable, man, unbelievable, man. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Derrick Rose, man.
I love it, man. And shout out to the chat for y'all's engagement. Chef Aunt with RG3, that's an exceptional one.
Oh yeah.
Tracy McGrady was mentioned. That's an exceptional one. That he would be in the GOAT conversation as well. He's not great discussion amongst the chat. Even Keisha Love done stopped playing for a minute and chimed in on Derrick Rose. So we appreciate the chat. Appreciate Double Blessed Twin Mom out there telling everybody to get the likes up. Appreciate the effort from everybody in the chat. Hey, my man Deuce Scoop, I got one for you.
All right.
You know, I don't walk around with tinfoil on my head and look behind every door and that kind of thing and check my phone for clicks, but I can be a little bit of a conspiracy theorist sometimes, dog. So let me tell you this. I remember when David Robinson got hurt and then the Spurs were able to move around and bring in Tim Duncan because the season didn't go well and they were able to get Tim Duncan in the draft. I'm looking at the Spurs and shutting down Wemby for the season. There's a white boy at Duke named Cooper Flagg. Can you imagine Wemby and Cooper Flagg in San Antonio? You tell me, whether it's the Sixers or San Antonio or somebody gonna tank it to try to get Cooper Flagg from Duke this year?
Man, look, dog, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you something about myself. I'm a conspiracy theorist too, and when it comes down to it, so when I hold on, matter of fact, I got props. Hold on, I got a couple props. Now, people ain't gonna believe this when I say it, but when I went to Auburn, I graduated. There go that thing. That's it. That mug is Bachelor of Arts, Political Science, pre-law,
certified,
right? Certified, law concentration.
Yeah.
I don't believe nothing about no politics. I'm classically trained. I don't believe nothing about it. I was in school as a conspiracy theorist. Went to school. Yeah, but that ain't what's really going on, right?
We the same dude, Dukes. We the same dude.
Man, listen. So with that being said, I'm a huge conspiracy theorist, and I'm gonna take the conspiracy a step further because I'm with you, because I had the same thought.
Okay.
Guess who picked the Spurs got this year?
The way you so passionate about it must be Atlanta's.
The Hawks.
Come on now, dog.
And guess what?
Come on, man.
And guess what? Guess what?
What's that?
Last year, the Hawks made the biggest jump to the number one pick in the history of the NBA.
He ain't lying.
So, with there being precedent for that now, and the Hawks teetering around at 14 to 13, did the Hawks just not make two dumb trades that didn't help them at all? Traded DeAndre Hunter in their best year ever. Then traded, got Terrence Mann and Bones Highland for Bogey, and then cut one of them and sent picks to get one to cut somebody.
They did.
Doing what Hawks does.
Okay, so now there's been precedent set to say that somebody could be the number 14 overall team in the lottery and be number one. Wemby's out. Whatever the city of San Antonio has on the NBA, whatever they got, right? I don't know what it is, but it's something. Maybe that's what a real Area 51 is, and they say, look, we're going to tell everybody if we don't win these championships, we're going to tell them where the aliens are. Boom, what they call Wemby.
Yeah.
The alien. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. Yeah. If you put the 2 with the 3, does it really equal 5?
Hey, dog.
You tell me.
No. Hey, let me tell you something. You don't know how well I'm gonna sleep tonight, knowing I ain't the only brother to think like the way I think. Cause I be watching this stuff, and I'm like, no, hold up, dog. Hold on, I have seen this script somewhere before. I have seen this movie. I've seen this movie before. When Tim Duncan was coming out of Wake Forest Demon Deacons, I've seen this movie before. I've seen how even with Houston, you had the Samson and Elijah one end up on the same team. I've seen this movie take place before.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at everything Cooper Flag do. I'm like, everything that can come out of bag is in his bag. Like y'all, look, you remember when the Harlem Globe, if you don't remember the Harlem Globetrotters cartoon, when the player could reach in his afro and pull out whatever they needed, then you got to remember Captain Caveman cartoon, when Captain Caveman could reach in his fur and pull out whatever they needed. Yeah. Cooper Flag can pull out whatever you need.
Yeah.
And let's just go ahead and get comfortable or maybe uncomfortable with it. And he white.
Yeah. Yeah.
He ain't lying.
I was talking about getting in that bowl earlier. Cooper Flag be getting in that bowl. That way they call in that London say, hey, you don't get in that bag, you gotta get in that bowl. Hey, man, that boy he got some ramen noodles in there. He got a little crab boil in there. He got a little bit of everything. He got some neck bones in there.
Well,
you gotta get in that bowl.
Normally T Voltage is with us, but T Voltage say not happening. So
man. Shout out to T Voltage. Waves on Swim said we gotta get Dukes a blue solo cut. Oh no, I ain't banging. Oh, you know what? I do bang. I do bang blood. Blood of Jesus. Blood game. Big blood game. Blood of Jesus.
Well, don't think I bang. See, if that been Chico, it went a whole nother direction talking about what he banged.
So yeah. Blood of Jesus, bro. That's it, man. The only thing.
Come on now, dog.
For sure. Yeah. Man, shout out to Chico, man. Chico's so funny, man. Like, never mind.
Here we go.
Morning run. Hey, this is the plug for the morning run. Chico, we going in the morning tomorrow too, ain't it?
Early in the morning.
Yeah.
Like the R. Kelly song. Early in the morning. Early one Sunday morning.
Man.
Like, I got it's your turn, Dukes.
Okay.
Do like you did and take a turn. And then we're gonna turn it over to you and wrap us up, get us out of here because we're coming up at the top of the hour. Even though we can in control as our show, we go we want to go.
Yeah, hold on. Right quick. You know what? I'm gonna call the manager and see if we can stay on longer if we want to.
Okay.
Hello, my feet to the manager.
Yeah. This P.
Hello. Oh, dang, my bad. Golly. I always wanted to do that. My bad. Go ahead.
Did you hear Chico in the back say, "Yeah, this Pete"? Man, this ain't no Pete.
Yeah, he did.
I got a question for you, Chico. You've been running your mouth all damn night. Unmute yourself. You can hop in on this one too. Brian Callahan, head coach of the Tennessee Titans, who have the #1 pick, has come out publicly and said and affirmed, "You damn right, Travis Hunter can play both sides of the ball in the NFL and do it for the Titans." You tell me, is that a sign that the Titans are going to go with Travis, or do you think they're going somewhere else?
Man, I don't know, man. If they say
politicking now, they be politicking.
That's what I'm saying, man. If they say Trav, they gotta. If they might. So this is what I think they want to do. I think they may. So I keep hearing about the Titans and Abdul Carter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they got to make sure that somebody drafts, that somebody wants Travis Hunter enough to go get that #1 pick. Because when you got a franchise that bad, you got to say, okay, we're going to take the best player, even though if you want to get multiple players.
Mm-hmm.
But while I get into that thought, I had to stop myself. You know why? Because he is multiple players. He is. So, you know what? Yeah, they'll do it. Yeah, they're going to do it. I think they're going to do it. They said they're going to take a generational guy. I think the only real deal, like generational, we have never seen before. The true definition of generational, as far as we may never see it again. Once a generation. And Travis Hunter, like he's literally already proven there's one person who's done what he's done at that level. So yeah, I got to go Travis Hunter. I think they go draft him for real.
Yeah, I like it as well. I'm with you where you ended it is where I started. A few weeks ago, the Tennessee Titans were on record saying they didn't use names, but they just put it out there, paraphrasing, "You'd be crazy to pass on a generational talent. Our job is to take the best the best player available when our pick comes, and it's clear who that is." Something to that effect. All those arrows point to Travis. And when I hear the coach, he's up there at the NFL Combine. I know you're going to be joining them Wednesday evening. When I hear their coach affirming again by saying, yes, he absolutely could play both sides of the ball at Tennessee, I think the Tennessee Titans are prepping the world that they're going to pick Travis Hunter, and I think that they are, publicly setting the stage and framing the narrative as to why that they're doing it. I hear people out there like Mel Kiper talking about a defensive player, a rusher, a pass rusher, because that person can stop so many other things, whereas Travis is just taking one side of the field on defense. But I think that discussion doesn't give merit and credibility to what Travis does on offense as a wide receiver. You truly are getting two players in one. And I want to change one thing about your language, Dukes. I believe that Shedeur Sanders is the generational player. Here he is setting the all-time completion record for quarterbacking. And you look at some of his other numbers, he's like always first, second place and stuff. He's the kind of guy that comes around every 20, 25 years. Travis is a once-in-a-lifetime player. We everybody, the three of us, me, you, and Big Dog, everybody in this chat, we gonna be humps in the ground when this happens again.
Yeah,
you will not see this again. And I say to the Tennessee Titans or anybody in the world, if you got to pick, you would be crazy as hell, even if for some reason it don't work the way you thought it was gonna work. You'd be crazy as hell not to draft Travis Hunter. You got the number one pick.
Man, you're right. Chico, you get in on
it? Yeah, I'll get in on it if you don't mind. I'll do it about 30 seconds if I can.
You 28 in.
Okay, great. Keep counting. I'm going to say we might see a trade, Bob. We may see a trade up there because the Titans may really be sold on a guy like Abdul Carter, and they feel like these other teams want to take Travis or Shedeur, so they might trade back and still be able to get their guy if they deem Carter is that generational player. We all think, of course, because we've seen it with our own eyes, that Travis Hunter is that guy. Or Shedeur Sanders could be that guy for Tennessee that could change, the way that franchise is going right now. But maybe they have faith in Will Levis. We'll see. And they feel like they can make a splash on the other side of the ball by getting a generational guy like Carter. But I think they'll trade it, and we'll see one of the quarterbacks go number one.
Let me say this to you, Chico. I love when we can hear you and not see you. Let's do more of that.
Excellent.
Oh,
excellent.
Man.
Let me say this to you. You may recall the first thing I said was that they politicking. And the reason I said that is either way that they go, the words that they're using about Travis is helping to increase the value, the trade value of the pick for Travis too. So they're setting the stage for either way they're going to be successful. Either we going to get them. You remember I gave you the analogy the other night, Chico, like me and Chico at the bar. And I go, damn, Chico, she fine. What you think? And then you try to down talk her because you're going to go try to holler when I go to the bathroom. This is the flip of that. They trying to up talk him because they also know some people on the bubble out there. Because here's the truth about the Tennessee Titans, y'all. They can draft Travis Hunter number one, as they should, and probably still won't make the playoffs here this their first year.
Mm-hmm.
They got so many other needs that it could also be in their best interest to what Chico is saying. Let me trade out of this position, let somebody else get Travis, and let me get still a generational player and 2 or 3 picks out of it too. That absolutely could happen.
Right.
It still doesn't change Travis being number one. It just changes who he goes to at number one.
And just for the record, I'm very happy that Unc doesn't want to see my face when I have people like Keisha and Love that would love to see my face. Easky.
Hey,
hey.
We're gonna have to start piss test in the chat. Keisha Love, I don't know what you spoken. Is it crack or meth? Is it crap?
How you gonna accuse? Come on, dog.
Oh, yeah, let me know it's all love, Chico.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you though, Chico.
Hold on.
Keisha Love look like she meant what she said too. Now, look at Keisha.
All the ladies in the chat meant what they saying.
Hey, bring it up, Chico.
Even the ones that say you can't read.
Them. You wild now.
Well, you said they all believe they all mean what they saying, so.
Oh man.
Hey, look, I ain't no hater. Hey, Keisha and Love. I like that. I like that public affirmation for my dog. Go ahead, cuz.
I appreciate that, cuz. I appreciate that, cuz.
Yeah, man.
Jump away. Jump away. Chico.
Hey, Leon said she can make a mean pot of greens, Chico.
And she can make some greens with some cornbread. Easy. She one step closer. She got me.
Okay, ain't mad
greens,
at that,
cornbread,
man.
Black eyed peas. We talking now. Oh, now Joanna Burrs.
We're gonna have another show after dark, and we're gonna let y'all know the truth about Chico. Not tonight.
The truth about Chico.
Yeah.
Coming soon. It won't be like that TMZ Diddy doc, will it?
No, it's gonna be like that mongoose running across that lagoon.
Negro
Beach.
Well, y'all, hey, look, like y'all, that's just a whole bunch of inside jokes. There's a whole bunch of inside jokes. Look, we're at the top of the hour 6 in, man. We got another show coming in the morning with the three of us and Chico actually be on camera. The morning run is coming at you Wednesday morning. It'll be morning somewhere, so just look for those alerts. It's Tuesday, so you know what this is being. This is being You Tell Me, produced in the background by the big dog Chico, co-host my man Duke the Scoop. Duke, as you always do, Duke's the Scoop. Take us out of here with something positive. Give us some affirmation, something to stand on and go the rest of the week on, brother.
The great philosopher from Atlanta, Georgia, Andre Lorne Benjamin, once said, spaceships do not come equipped with rearview mirrors. Which means that when you on your way somewhere, when have you ever seen a rocket look at what's behind them? Just remember that. Stay focused on the prize, baby.
Dudes, I got to tell you, a lot of times I be saying this is supposed to be your last word, but you just say something that speaks to me and I had to add on to it. Let me tell these folks out there in TV land, in the chat that's listening live and watching later on the replay. What Deuce has just described is called zero return. There comes a point in the mission that it is closer to keep going to your destination than it is to turn around. Once you reach that 50% plus one mark, stay in the fight and keep going. Ain't nothing behind you. You know what that is. Stay in the fight, keep going. Man, God bless y'all. Y'all keep it up when You Tell Me on Tuesday nights. Don't forget Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, the morning run with the big dog Chico, our super dope producer, Deuce the Scoop in the ATL, and your boy Neely right here in Jackson, Mississippi, headed back to Boulder soon. Hey, Chico, drop that beat. We up out of here.
I can't figure this out. Like, help me out. I'm trying to understand, dude, what the hell is going on. So that's the name of this partnership. You tell me. 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 Live. You tell me. Live. You tell me. Live.